Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 5A State Baseball Tournament. This is the matchup between the number one ranked Mountain Vista Golden Eagles with an overall record of 24-2 against the Grandview Wolves with an overall record of 18-8. The starting lineup for the Mountain Vista Golden Eagles is the lefty southpaw, the freshman Tyler Mejia, who currently rolls with a 2.93 ERA with 5 wins and no losses in 8 appearances. So, Cooper, what are you looking for in this game? What do you think are the big keys?
I think some of the big keys is the patience of the Mountain Vista hitters. A lot of the times, a lot of hitters get ahead in the count and then they swing a little bit too early. And I think that's a big key thing that Mountain Vista has when they're up at the plate is that patience that Grandview might have to match.
Indeed, it is. Leadoff hitter for Grandview, Ty Chapman, on base hit on an 0-2 count. There's a pickoff. Back with plenty of time is Chapman. Up to the plate for Grandview will be Isaac Smith. Shows bunt. Ball gets away from Grant McGill, and Chapman will advance to second base.
The aggressive lead by Chapman, making Tyler throw the ball in the dirt, definitely something that helped him advance to second base.
Pickoff attempt, a close play over there, but the ball goes into center field, and he's back with plenty of time and does not advance. Count remains 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, and that's through the gap into right field. Chapman will be held at third base, and now there will be first and third with nobody out. Up to plate comes the catcher, Tony Castonguay, for Grandview. Tyler Mejia struggling a little bit here early in the game, hitting the first batter, and then on a 1-0 count, allowing a base hit in right field, already has himself down in a hole here, trying to limit the damage. There leaves to be a little delay on the field. Not really sure what the delay is here.
Looks like a necklace on the batter that the umpire notices, trying to get him to take it off.
Interesting call here by Coach Q of the Golden Eagles, going with the freshman Tyler Mejia over possibly their number 2 pitcher Clay Burke. What do you think was the thinking behind that call?
I think that they're trying to save Clay's arm. Tyler's 5-0, has a lot of confidence on the mound, but I think they're trying to save their better pitchers for the later rounds in this tournament.
But you also have to remember that he is a freshman. This is his very first playoff game.
I think that they have enough confidence in Tyler because of his performance in the previous games. So I believe that Q's thinking that he trusts Tyler enough to put him in this position.
First pitch is fouled away. Here's the 0-1 from the southpaw. That is popped up. First baseman John Zacham's under it. And he's got it 1 down.
Grandview's base runners getting very aggressive leads here in the first inning. Wonder if that's a strategy to try and throw off Tyler Mejia.
Coming to play is the first baseman, Peter Goldie. First pitch is low, ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 from Mejia. It's a pickoff attempt and back in plenty of time is Smith. Digging back in is the first baseman, preparing to take the 1-0 pitch. And it's another pickoff, a little low, but good pick at first base by John Zackham.
Mejia really worried about the base runners at the moment.
As you had mentioned earlier, the base runners are being very aggressive here early. There's a pitch, and that ball is grounded foul. It looked to be a fastball right down the middle, just like Goldie got a little bit ahead of it.
Seen from the first 3 hitters is a lot of their swings have been early. I think maybe that could be another reason that Q put Mejia on the round. Throws a little bit slower, throwing Grandview's swing timing off a little bit.
Here's a 1-1. And that's driven into left field, and that's going to be a base hit and score a run. Alessandro Aragon up within no time and will hold Smith to second base. But nevertheless, it's an RBI single for Peter Goldie. And here early on in the first inning, the Grandview is up 1-0. Jade Martinez, another lefty coming up to the plate here for Grandview. Tyler Mejia once again struggling, only with 1 out here in the first inning, and still runners in scoring position for the Wolves. The pitch up high, ball 1.
Mejia definitely needs to focus on the batter more than the runner at the moment. He's looking at the runner up to the time where his leg is at the apex, which may be a reason why he's not throwing very many strikes.
That ball swung on and missed on the inside part of the plate, 1-1. Grandview with a very strong start here, something I don't think many people were expecting, because Mountain Vista hadn't had any trouble so far in this tournament. But so far, Grandview showing like this is going to be a very good game. Pitch is in there at the bottom half of the plate, strike 2. Here's the 1-2 from Mejia. Curveball going to hang up a little too much. Ball 2. Takes a look at the runner at second, and here's the pitch. It's a fly ball into left field. Aragon on the run. He's got a long way to go, and it's a fair ball. It looked to be right on the line, and that is going, and he is safe at home, is Smith. And that will make it 2-0 Grandview on the RBI double.
Ball definitely looked to be at least 2 or 3 inches foul.
But it was called fair by the umpire right down the line, and I think that's what Q's going out to talk to the umpires about, and the whole team is going out to talk about it. If you saw the cutoff guy, Drew Stahl, when going on in the outfield, threw his hands up thinking that it was a foul ball. But the call on the field was fair down the left field line. And if it stands, that will be an RBI double.
Says if they're going to call it a foul ball or a fair ball.
It looks like it's going to stay fair, and Q is just having a little chat with his freshman pitcher right now. And it has been confirmed it was an RBI double for Jade Martinez.
Smith scores on the play, and the Wolves lead 2-0 here in the top of the first. Now batting the designated hitter, number 22, Chris Bolafor.
Chris Bolafor coming up, the designated hitter here, against already struggling Tyler Mejia. Pitch is up and out for ball one.
Last year with that lift rig, remember, they were strong 1 and 2 with him. This year, not quite as.
Pitch catches the inside part of the plate, and it is called a strike. 1-1. The count evens up. Bolafor hitting .234 on the year. Swings and misses on that pitch down low, and the count is now 1-2.
Very early swing on that pitch. But expect something off speed here.
Bolafor, and he is gone.
He has first strikeout of the game.
Coming up to the plate will be Amari Smith.
With 2 outs, now batting center fielder, number 3, Amari.
Looks to be a little guy on a little bit of the shorter side out here.
No, sometimes that can be an advantage in the box, giving the pitcher a smaller strike zone and giving him a better chance to get his pitch in the box.
Definitely, and he's still hitting .304 this year, but that is a ground ball to first baseman John Zackham, and Mountain Vista's out of the inning. But nevertheless, 2 early runs here from Grandview, and they lead 2-0. We will be back with the bottom half of this first inning. And we're back with the bottom half of the first inning. On the mound for Grandview, it will be Nolan Biaggi, who's rolling with a 6.54 ERA and a 3 wins, 4 loss records. Leading off for the Golden Eagles will be their shortstop, number 6, Drew Stahl, who takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Interesting call here by Grandview to start Biaggi, as he does have the highest record out of every starting pitcher on Grandview. But obviously they're showing some kind of trust in him in order to put him up against the number 1 ranked Mountain Vista Golden Eagles. And the first pitch is hit a fly ball to left field, and the catch is made out there. It looked like the ball was carrying a little bit on left fielder, but nevertheless he gets there and makes the catch. Coming up to the plate for Mountain Vista will be their catcher, number 5, Grant McGill. D1 commit to Indiana State next year. He's had a very good year so far, and the outfield looks to be playing pretty deep. First pitch is up high but fouled back for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch from the lefty. It's going to go outside. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Mount Vista in the regional game against Dakota Ridge also gave up 1 run in the first inning. However, came back with 17 of their own in their bottom half of the first inning. Definitely looking for another inning like that. Curveball is going to stay up and out, and it is now 2 balls and 1 strike. Use the 2-1 pitch to McGill. And the appeal, and he holds up 3-1. That pitch is really hard to hold off on. It looks really good right at your eye level, but when they hold off, it's one of the best feelings knowing that you did not give the pitcher an advantage. And that pitch is going to be down low, and Grant McGill trots on over to first base. Up for possibly the best player in Colorado currently, and definitely the best player on this Mountain Vista Golden Eagle squad, number 4, Sam Ireland. Junior Griffin Sheeran will pinch run for the catcher, Grant McGill, at first base. Sam Ireland, one of the best two-way players possibly in Colorado, an excellent pitcher along with one of the best hitters in the state, trying to get Mountain Vista back in this game, as this definitely has not been the kind of start that they were hoping for. That pitch is popped up. The second baseman is under it. He's got it. Definitely not quite what Sam Ireland was trying to do there. But anyways, Mountain Vista will try to get a run home through John Zackham, their first baseman.
Golden Eagles offense right now not looking like their usual. Normally they're scoring quite a bit of runs in the first inning, and today they're a little bit off, it seems.
John Zackham hitting .450 so far this year. There's the appeal to first base, and he did not go. Grandview crowd not too happy about that, thinking that he definitely went around, but that's not a call made by the home plate umpire, and it is 1-0. There goes Sheeran. Pitches up and out, looks kind of like a pitch up, but anyway, Sheeran beats it out, and he takes out their second baseman, but he looks to be up and just fine.
Griffin Sheeran getting a great jump on the pitcher there. Read his leg perfectly and jumped off the line.
It looked to be possibly a pitch out because of how up and out it was, but Griffin Sheeran, of course, had that excellent jump and was able to beat out the throw by a decent amount. The pitch is going to get away from the catcher, and it is 3-0 on John Zackham. Here's the 3-0 pitch to the cleanup hitter from the Golden Eagles. And it's down and in, and that's a second walk of the inning. Stepping up to the plate will be the big guy from Mountain Vista, number 16, Clay Burke. Biaggi struggling a little bit here in the first inning, already allowing 2 walks, but then also getting 2 pretty quick outs on pop-ups. Let's see what Clay Burke does here. First pitch is down low for ball 1. Holding are the base runners, and the count is 1-0. Curveball drops in there for a strike, and the count evens at 1-1.
Great starting point on that curveball. Started it right at his chest, making him think it may have been a high fastball, but it dropping into the zone.
And he picks off Sheeran. And that will be the end of the inning for the Golden Eagles. They threaten, but don't get the chance to score as Griffin Sheeran is picked off. And we will be back for the top half of the second inning. The score remains Grandview 2, the Golden Eagles 0. So, welcome back. We're about ready to start off with the top half of the second inning for the Grandview Wolves, who already lead 1-0. They reached here with a 2-0, my apologies. They reached here with a 4-1 victory over Legacy earlier today in Mountain Vista. Sam Ireland threw a complete game shutout for Mountain Vista to beat Rocky Mountain 5-0. Anyways, Grandview is up 2-0 here in the top half of the second inning as it gets underway with a ball from Tyler Mejia. The pitch is fouled off into the Grandview crowd. Count evens at 1-1. Batter for Grandview is Josh Hodgnowski. He's rolling with a .321 batting average currently coming into this game. And here's the 1-2 from Mejia. Inside almost clips in, but doesn't. And it count evens at 2-2. Pitch fouled back to the screen. Stays 2-2. That pitch on the ground, and it's going to get by Matt Klein and into left field. Aragon comes up with it quickly. The throw to Aiden Smith at second. He's not able to handle it, and it will be a double for Hodgnowski. Once again, everything seems to be going to left field as they are ahead of the slower pitching Mejia. But anyways, it gets down the line past Klein, and the leadoff man is on second base for the Grandview Wolves.
I think one of the biggest issues with him here right now is he has thrown, I think, 2 first pitch strikes in these 2 innings. So I think he needs to start working ahead earlier in the count than finally getting ahead with a 2-2 count or a 3-2.
Well, there's a curveball that drops in. Now he's ahead in the count 1-0 to another lefty for Grandview, the second baseman Matt Hamilton this time. Matt Hamilton hitting .226 this year, but seems to be the kind to get on base a little bit more. And that ball is going to be bunted, but touched foul by Matt Klein. The count is now 0-2. And it'll be interesting to see if Grandview sticks with having Hamilton bunt with 2 strikes or having him swing away.
It's always a risk bunting with 2 strikes, but it may pay off if you have a good bunter at the plate, kind of catch the defense off guard a little bit.
The defense is not off guard. They are expecting a bunt, as he has shown bunt the last 2 pitches, but we will see here, as most batters will swing away on an 0-2 count. And indeed, he does, and it is fouled off. Mejia looking for his second strikeout here. The count is 0-2. Definitely trying to limit the damage again, just like in the first inning, and time is called at the plate by Hamilton. So far, what we've noticed for issues for Mejia is he is falling behind in the count and then forced to leave a pitch right there, which has usually been driven into left field, which so far has given Grandview this 2-0 lead. And the Mountain Vista bats, of course, did not do much in the bottom half of the first inning. Definitely would like to get that changed around. But first of all, they have to focus on getting out of this inning behind the freshman. Here's the 0-2. Called strike 3 on the outside part of the plate, and Matt Hamilton is not happy with that call. Looked to be a little bit outside, but anyways, it was given. 1 guy down. And we're back to the top of the lineup for Grandview, and it is a shortstop Ty Chapman. Chapman was hit in the first inning on an 0-2 pitch and ended up scoring on the RBI single. The pitch to Chapman is drilled into right field again, and that will get down. Up with the ball is Clay Burke. He throws it home to Grant McGill, and safe at home plate is Hodgnowski, and Mountain Vista is now down 3-0. Grandview looking like they came out here to play, driving the ball, not taking many strikes. And they are now riding a 3-0 lead. And coming up to a plate will be Isaac Smith.
Number 21, Isaac Smith.
Isaac Smith hitting 400 this year. Definitely trying to add on the damage here. Already a lot has been done. Mountain Vista has a hole to climb out of. Pickoff attempt and back in plenty of time is Chapman. No action in the Mountain Vista bullpen yet. Actually, somebody is running out there right now, and I believe that is Ben Cole. So it looks like if Mejia continues to get into more continues to struggle more, Ben Cole will come in to replace him. And that ball is fouled off behind us. Ben Cole, of course, the call-up from JV last year, which was a major part in Mountain Vista winning the state championship. Never pitched a varsity game and ended up pitching in the tournament and was a huge part in their path to the championship. The curveballs in the dirt. Good block by McGill. Count is 2-1. And that ball is a line shot to left field. Aragon going back, and he gets there and makes the catch. Squared that ball up pretty well, did Smith. But anyways, or did
Left fielder Alessandro Aragon makes the play to retire Isaac Smith and drive.
But the catch was made out in left field by Alessandro Aragon. He got a pretty good read on that early and was able to make the catch.
Big thing with this Grandview lineup is they take advantage of mistake pitches. Whenever Mejia throws a pitch down the middle or something that their pitch that they can hit, they'll take it wherever they need to get on base.
First pitch is fouled up, and once again right over us. Tony Castonguay, the catcher, is hitting .303 this year. Takes a curveball in. McGill with the throw, and he is safe at second base. The pitch was in the dirt. Really, McGill had one of the best pop times, I believe the best pop time in Colorado. The pitch was not there, and the throw was a little bit wide. A good jump at first base as well, as we see here on the replay, and he was indeed safe and beat the tag. Here's the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Same exact pitch as the previous one, and same call, ball outside. Here's now 3-1 on the 3-hole hitter.
It's a great pitch on a 2-1 count, trying to catch the corner but not let him hit the ball. Umpire not giving him that pitch.
Quick pick off, looks like they got him, and they did. Great move there from Tyler Mejia, and just like that, the Golden Eagles are out of the inning. Great communication between the freshman and the junior Aiden Smith at second base. But Grandview tacks on another run here. They lead 3-0, and we will be back soon with the bottom half of the second inning. Welcome back to All City Stadium, and we are here with the bottom half of the second inning. Leading off for the Golden Eagles will be the right fielder, Clay Burke, who was at plate when Griffin Sheeran was picked off in the bottom half of the first inning. Looking to get on base here to get Mountain Vista started. So far, the number one seeded Eagles have not been in the situation much, Blaze. What do you think that they have to turn around here in order to get back in the game? As that ball is popped up, long run for Goldie, and he cannot make the catch.
I think Mountain Vista Golden Eagles just really need to get ahead of this ball here. They're not. They're just letting some good pitches go. They're not getting as many swings as they would like to. Pitcher's pitching pretty good. He's pitching right around the strike zone, getting some harder pitches to hit. So, really, really a good pitcher here for Grandview.
Oh, one pitch is down low. And in case you're hearing a new voice, and no, you're not crazy. We have switched commentators now. Assisting me will be Blaze Shower. Here's a 1-1 pitch, way ahead of that curveball, Clay Burke, and he hits it foul towards the Mountain Vista dugout.
Clay Burke hitting 397 for the year, which is just a stellar batting average.
Very stellar. Pitcher gets a sign. Here's the 1-2. That ball is driven to left field. See ya later, Clay Burke with the solo home run to left field, and the Golden Eagles are on the board.
Yeah, that's a really good one there for Clay Burke. Really just jump-starting the action here. That one went right over the 340 fence, and it carried a little bit past that 345 fence. So really a great hit by him.
That is the fourth home run of the season for number 16, Clay Burke. And could not have come at a better time for this Golden Eagle team. That had been struggling, but hopefully that can spark their offense. Following up will be their left fielder, Alessandro Aragon. First pitch is in there for strike one.
Yeah, that really gives Alessandro a great, kind of momentum to get into this batter's box. He's not hitting very well with, I believe, a 183 batting average.
Definitely not quite what they were wanting from Aragon. He was an integral part of their offense in their route to the state championship last year. Definitely has not been producing at the level they want him to. But hopefully he can come up big for them here in the tournament as he takes a ball inside and the count is 1-2. And that ball way ahead of it, heads up, and it is foul.
That one drilled the stands. Nobody was hurt. Hit a dead area.
Luckily, that ball was drilled, though. 1-2 is outside, and the count evens at 2-2.
Aragon, even though his batting average doesn't really show, he's still playing very aggressive here. He's at least hitting the ball, hitting some fouls.
The pitch inside, and it is now a full count on Aragon. It was 0-2. He's worked up to 3-2. Let's see what he can do now. Payoff pitch. Low for ball 4. From 0-2 draws a walk after a great at-bat from Alessandro. And catcher Tony Castongwe will go out to have a couple words with his pitcher as Matt Klein prepares to hit.
Now batting for Mountain Vista, third baseman, number 17, Matt Klein.
First
Aragon.
official year on varsity for Matt Klein. Was the third baseman and first baseman for JV last year, but has had quite a good year so far on varsity. Has earned himself a starting role here in the playoff lineup.
Aragon, not much of a threat on the base path. He's got 4 stolen bases on the year, so not too many.
Big swing and a miss there from Matt Klein, who's hitting .319 this year.
319, just another big number on this Mountain Vista offense. big averages for the Mountain Vista hitters. Just a really great team in general.
Let's hope that greatness can pay off here, as they are in a 3-1 hole. But again, the leadoff home run from Clay Burke, hoping to jumpstart this lineup.
That also puts a little bit of wear on the pitcher. Seeing that he had a home run hit off of him, kind of like, oh, hey, I need to get back into
and he's back in plenty of time as Aragon.
that. The Grandview pitcher needs to get his head back into the game, let up a home run after having two just great no-hit innings.
Here's the 1-1 decline, and it's fouled off down the right field line. It's 1-2 pitchers count. One, two is way up high. Count even to 2-2.
Nolan really starting to get in his own head here. He's just been pitching, first two strikes he gets him, but then he just can't get that third strike, can't close on the ball.
Here comes the 2-2, and it is a pickoff attempt. A little high, but nice catch over there by Peter Goldie. Sorry, but my partner just died, but he's okay now.
All good.
Here's a 2-2. Looks to reach for that one a little bit and hits a fly ball out there to right. And the catch is made by Jade Martinez. That will be the first out of this inning. And up to the plate steps the junior second baseman, Aiden Smith.
Aiden Smith, I think, hitting 384 on the year. Nope, 394. My apologies. 394 on the year.
He's that junior sensation, the best junior baseball player here on the Mountain Vista Golden Eagles squad.
28 hits on the year.
Looking to make an impact here. And that ball is once again in the air to right field. And they miscommunication between Jade Martinez and Amari Smith.
Aragon's going to go for third.
Aragon's going to hold at third, and Aiden Smith will hold at first. And on the error, E9.
That may or may not be an error.
That is definitely going to be an error.
It is an E9. That'll be, yeah. It's good.
Ball definitely should have been caught out there by Jaden Martinez. But Amari Cooper also wanted to call it off. And at the end, it seemed like neither one of them knew who was going to get it. And it just bounces off the glove of Martinez. And just like that, Mountain Vista is first and third with one out for possibly their fastest guy, Zach Hoff.
Maybe a little bit of confusion out there in center field. There is a good bit of wind. I don't know if you can see it on the broadcast, but the flags are really blowing out there. So I wonder if that ball went a little bit of a different way, and both players thought they got it. Yet again, a little bit of miscommunication as well.
Well, now let's see if Mountain Vista can tack on after that error. So up to plate steps Zach Hoff, the speedster.
Zach Hoff hitting 429.
Another whopping high average for this Golden Eagle squad. They're a 9-hole hitter because of his ability to get on base.
Zach Hoff having 21 stolen bases on the year as well.
It's good when teams use their 9-hole kind of like a second leadoff batter. We've seen lots of teams try and do that. And that's basically what Zach Hoff is for this Golden Eagle team, is a second leadoff. Time called to the plate by Hoff. It'll be interesting to see how Nolan Biaggi responds after the errors by his outfielders, which should have resulted in there being 2 outs in this inning. But instead, there's first and third and only 1 out. And that pitch looked to be a pitch out, and he throws it away. And Alessandro will come home to score, and Aiden Smith advances to second. Looked to be a definite pitch out as the catcher gets up early. However, Biaggi throws it over his head and to the backstop.
Biaggi now really struggling in this game here. No action in the Grandview bullpen yet. However, I believe, yes, there is now action in the bullpen. That's twice that's happened. Number 5 for Grandview. Number 5 is G. Lippold.
And that bunt is popped up, but not even an attempt to try and catch that by Tony Castangwe, and is fouled away.
Lippold,
The count is 2-2 on Zach Hoff, actually. Just got the signal from the umpire.
Lippold, his ERA is 3.25 on the year with 1 win, 1 loss.
But as long as they can, they're trying to take as much of an advantage of the struggling Nolan Biaggi currently. And a conversation here going on between the umpire and the Grandview coach. They're trying to figure out the count. The umpire believed it was 2-2, but Grandview believes it is 1-2. And it is
1-2.
A good catch by the Grandview coach there, and the count is 1-2 on Zach Hoff. Aiden Smith takes off from second. Ball is low, the throw, and he is in with plenty of time. Aiden Smith, an extremely fast junior, got a great jump on that. And he's there in plenty of time. The throw is on the mark, but Aiden Smith just beat it, and the count evens at 2-2.
That'll be Aiden Smith's 11th stolen base on the year.
Here's a pitch from Biaggi. And it looks to be up high, and count is now full to Zach Hoff.
Biaggi pitching from the full now. The stretch, excuse me.
The wind-up is what my partner's trying to say, but a swing, and he fouled it off, and it looks like it must have hit the dirt. And the count remains 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch from Biaggi. And it hits Zach Hoff, a curveball, a little too far in. And there is first and third with 1 out for the Golden Eagles leadoff hitter, Zach Hoff. And we will now get a coaching visit really quickly here. We'll see if they will keep Biaggi in there or if they will make the change.
Lippold still warming up in the bullpen, not looking like he's in any urgency to get out onto the field. So it looks like this will just be a little calm down, get your head back into the game. And maybe if Mountain Vista keeps going the way they're going, that we'll see Lippold play in this game. Drew Stahl going to step up to the plate.
Drew Stahl up to the mound. Drew Stahl showing bunt, pulls it back, and Zach Hoff once again with another stolen base.
That'll be, I believe, 22 on the season. That's a pretty outstanding number of stolen bases here as he just gets the jump and he's just gone. You can't even tell where he is. Like the new Sonic movie coming out. Just blazing fire.
And that ball is drilled to left field, and it will get by Isaac Smith. And that will give Mountain Vista the lead here in the second inning as Aiden Smith, along with Zach Hoff, come home to score.
Wow, that is just a huge hit there by Drew Stahl. That one just right out there, right by 360 about, just barely almost hit the fence. Last game, he did hit a home run.
He led off the game with a home run. And here comes a coaching visit, which will be the second of the inning, which means that there will be a pitching change. And coming in to pitch will be number 5, Garrett Lippold.
Garrett Lippold, like I said, has an ERA of 3 for the year.
Garrett Lipwold with 23.2 innings pitched overall, riding a 3.25 ERA and a 1-1 record in 8 total appearances. Definitely trying to limit this Mountain Vista team, as they have seemed to catch fire after the home run by Clay Burke, and of course the air out in right field by Jade Martinez has all seemed to spark this Golden Eagle offense, which has led them to the #1 ranked team in the state. And let's see if they can keep it up here. We will be back in a couple minutes. Digging into the plate will be the catcher Grant McGill for the Golden Eagles here after the pitching change. He will face Garrett Lippold.
Your attention, please. Now pitching to the Grandview Wolves. Number 5, Garrett Lippold. Lippold, now pitching.
He is a senior.
At the plate, catcher Grant McGill for the Golden Eagles.
Grant McGill in the first inning did not do anything special. First pitch is an off-speed pitch outside for ball 1.
It's really hard for Lippold to come up here with this Mountain Vista team feeling pretty hot right now after they just got 4 runs on the board this inning, and especially with Grant McGill, such a power hitter.
Drew Stahl takes off, and he is there in plenty of time. And that is another stolen base for this Golden Eagle team, which seems to be very aggressive here on the base pass, especially here when they have all the momentum going in their direction. You see a really good jump there from Drew Stahl, and he beats the throw there. So Grant McGill right now with a 2-0 count. Fouls the ball. Fouls it.
That'll be Drew Stahl's 27th stolen base.
Drew Stahl and Zakhoff leading this team in stolen bases with 27 and 23 respectively.
Sam Ireland Sam Ireland also has a good amount of stolen bases at 26.
Oh, wow.
This team just likes to steal some bases.
Here's a 2-1. Oh, curveball completely froze McGill, and it is 2-2.
Mountain Vista crowd really hype up here. A lot of students coming in to see this game, as it is a big playoff game here for Mountain Vista, trying to back-to-back champions.
And swung on and missed from Grant McGill on a fastball up and out. And that will be the second out of the inning, and stepping up to the plate will be Sam Ireland.
That's going to be big for Garrett Lippold coming into this game and getting a big strikeout like on Grant McGill.
Grant McGill, not an easy person to strike out at all. Definitely one of the better hitters on this Golden Eagle team, but proves to be no match for Garrett Lippold, as now he'll face an even tougher task in Sam Ireland, who takes strike 1 on the inside part of the plate.
Sam Ireland, real double threat. Pitching, batting.
And that pitch is popped up. Right fielder Jade Martinez is there, and that will bring us to the end of the second inning. But Mountain Vista piles on 4 runs, started with a solo shot by Clay Burke, and then followed up by the error in right field by Jade Martinez. Now they lead the Wolves 4-3. We will be back with the third inning. And we are back here for the top half of this third inning. Tyler Mejia, remaining on the mound for the Golden Eagles, allowed 3 runs throughout the first 2 innings, but then, of course, was supported by those 4 runs in the bottom half of that second inning. So must have gained some confidence knowing that his team is hitting well at the same time. And Q still showing confidence in the young southpaw, throwing him for a third inning.
Ben Cole still warming up in that Mountain Vista bullpen just in case things go downhill.
First pitch is down low. Here comes a 1-0, and it's low and in again to Hodgnowski. Or to, my bad, Tony Castonguay. And the count is 2-0. And that ball is popped up. John Zackham seems to be under it, and he is there. 1 down.
That was really good for the Mountain Vista pitcher, and really just kind of starts him off on the right foot, just throwing 1 or 2 pitches there, and already got himself 1 out. Really
Of course,
loosening the
whenever
load.
it's a 3-hole hitter, that's what Castonguay is. It's always is an even bigger confidence booster, and let's see if Mejia can build on that. Which play is Peter Goldie, the first baseman. He takes ball 1 down and in. Way out of ahead of it on the off-speed pitch, and the count evens out 1-1. That ball once again out ahead of it and drives it foul into the bullpen. Ben Cole making a small effort to catch it, but is unsuccessful.
Goldie hitting .343 on the year. So still pretty respectable, but against this Mount Vista offense, it looks like a little puny number.
Count evens at 2-2, and Mejia looks like he wants a different ball. Didn't like the grip on that first one, and he'll get it from the umpire. Here's the 2-2 from the southpaw. Once again, out ahead of it is Peter Goldie and drives it foul. He's really got to learn to wait back on that ball if he wants to get successful base hit. He is on the pitch, but just once again being a little over aggressive and out ahead of it, driving everything foul down the third base line. That ball is a fly ball deep to left field. Aragon on the run, and that ball is foul.
Oh, no, did not go over the fence.
That ball hits the fence, but it is called a foul ball. Once again, drilled to left field, out ahead of it. Mejia once again asking for a new ball.
Mejia seems to be having trouble here with his curveball, keeping it under control.
He's keeping a lot of his curveballs elevated here, which could lead to a lot of trouble for the freshman.
Leave those curveballs hanging.
Oh, wow. That curveball hits him, but it just swung. And Grant McGill will throw it to first base, and he is out. But it looks like the third base coach for Grandview would like to come and have a word with the umpire. But again, that did hit him, and he did swing, however, which means that it should be a strike. I believe the Grandview coach is trying to argue, saying that it first of all hit his bat and then went on to hit him. But let's see what the umpire thinks about that. It looked to me as though it might have just straight hit Peter Goldie, but again, an appeal going on here. So we'll see what the final decision is.
Mountain Vista infield going to get together and talk about this real quick.
And they're going to call him out at the plate.
That's got to hurt for this Grandview team. You know, they're probably going to be looking next inning to get out of the Mountain Vista offense real quick and go back up there and really show them that, hey, you know, we're still here. We can still play. after
Up to
that.
the plate steps right fielder Jade Martinez, who had that costly error on the pop fly into right center field in the second inning, which led to 3 of the Golden Eagles' 4 runs, looking to definitely make up for that error and help his team regain the lead. And
he
that
will.
is driven into left center field and will get down, and that will be a 2-out single for Jade Martinez.
Little singles like that can add up. You know, if number 22, Bowler Chris Bowler, gets. No, it is Chris Bowler. If
Chris
he.
Bolifer.
Bowler, if he gets another single, that'll just keep adding on, and singles add up, little singles.
Pitch from Mejia almost hits him, but does not. But it is ball 1.
Pitch way inside. Bolifer hitting 234 on the year.
And once again, way out ahead of it, but absolutely smokes that ball. But out of play. Once again, this whole team, Grandview team, is not waiting on these pitches. They're way out ahead of it and driving every single thing down the left field line.
Ben Cole still warming up in the bullpen over.
And that is going to be basically another base hit to left field. Hoff up with it, and it will be first and third with 2 outs for the Grandview Wolves. Once again, very similar to the at-bat by Jade Martinez. Just waits and pokes it out into left center field. Exactly what you want there. And now they have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs for Josh Hodnowski. Or Amari Smith, my bad.
Like I said before, little base hits add up, as now Grandview has a runner on first and third, and really starting to put the pressure on the Mountain Vista.
That pitch is fouled off into the Grandview crowd. Getting ahead of the batter once again is Mejia.
Grandview crowd just looks tired and out of it. Even though they're still definitely 100% in this game, they just look not as enthused.
Well, it is hot outside.
Yes.
As we have officially started summer break. Woohoo.
The weather's 68 degrees here.
Here's your game per game weather forecast with Blaze shower.
Yep, 68 degrees here in
Partly
Colorado,
cloudy.
Denver.
And that pitch is a pop-up. Clay Burke looks to be under it and makes the catch. And Mountain Vista's out of the inning without any harm done. Mountain Vista remains in the lead 4-3. The Grandview Wolves threaten but do not score. We will be back for the bottom half of the 3rd inning. And we are back here with the bottom half of the 3rd inning with the Golden Eagles leading the Grandview Wolves 4-3. All 4 of their runs came in the bottom half of that 2nd inning. Leading off the inning for the Golden Eagles will be the first baseman, John Zackham.
Zackham last inning hitting a little pop up into the infield, getting out on that one.
Takes the first pitch for ball 1.
Looks like we will have another Mountain Vista pitcher going out to the bullpen here. Even
That
though
pitch is fouled off back behind us, and it is 1-1.
Evan McGill will be going into the bullpen.
That pitch looks to be a changeup, but stays outside. Once again, the Grandview crowd not too happy about it, but it is called a ball. And that pitch catches the inside part of the plate, and the count evens at 2-2. Throwing a lot of off-speed pitches is Garrett Lippold, but seemed to work for him there in the bottom half of the second inning to help them get out of it and stay in the game. Hoping that it will keep working for him, and that is one of those hanging curveballs, but drilled just foul down the third base line by Zachem. That is the kind of curveball you do not want to throw on with two strikes. That ball just hangs there. You want that curveball to be low, which that pitch was not.
Zachem's still looking alive in this at-bat here, not completely out of it.
It is 2-2.
It is 2-2.
Very much alive. But he is not alive anymore as he swings right through that ball. Another strikeout for Garrett Lippold. And here comes right fielder Clay Burke, the big guy who got this team going with the solo moonshot into left field.
Yeah, that ball was drilled, but
Takes the first pitch for strike one.
it's not the same at-bat. This is a new at-bat, so he's got to keep his head on what's happening right now.
One is in the dirt and outside. Count evens at 1-1.
That one got away from Tony Castungwe. That's a mouthful. In the batting circle, we got Aragon up next.
And that ball is down the right field line. Long run for first baseman and right field, but nobody's going to get to it as it goes out of play. Count is now at 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Fouled back. Counts. Remains 1-2. Clay Burke once again waiting on these pitches. Every single one of his foul balls has been down the right field line, so showing a lot of patience there at the plate, letting the ball travel and then getting the bat to it, but just a little bit late on these swings. And that ball will stay up and out, and the count evens at 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the second strikeout of the inning for Garrett Lippold. He seems to be on a roll right now, trying to keep it up.
Yeah, that's good for Garrett Lippold. Really, you got to show that you're doing good on defense to show your offense that, hey, I'm in this game. You guys need to be in this game as well. Really a big confidence booster for the rest of the team.
Even bigger confidence booster is Clay Burke was the guy who hit that moonshot in the second inning, and then to strike him out his next at-bat, that's big for a pitcher. And up to the plate comes Alessandro Aragon. And he now is ahead in the count 2-0.
Really gets to pick his pitch here.
Here comes a 2-0 pitch. And once again swings right through it, as so many Mountain Vista batters have been doing.
Off speed's really getting to these Mountain Vista players.
Once again, swing and a miss. And as right now, Garrett Lippold is nearly unhittable for this Golden Eagle team. And he gets a piece of that and fouls it off right next to Matt Klein, who's unable to make the play. Funny because he's a third baseman, so he should be able to make those plays, but not able to on that time.
Lippold's throwing a lot of high fastballs here, trying to catch Mountain Vista off guard.
Pitch is another high fastball, gets away from the catcher, and the count is now full. Ball fouled down the left field line. Count remains full.
Aragon staying alive here, trying to rack up those pitches on Lippold. Lippold showing no signs of any fatigue at all, as he's still pitching.
And that
really
ball
good.
is popped up into shallow right field. First baseman Peter Goldie will call off the right fielder Jade Martinez and make the play. As that takes us to the end of the third inning. It's a scoreless inning on the board for both sides, and we will be back for the fourth inning. As we have entered the top half of the fourth inning here for the Grandview Wolves, the Mountain Vista Golden Eagles have decided to switch pitchers. They're staying with a southpaw, but this time it will be the junior Ben Cole.
Ben Cole, 2.83 ERA on the year. Not bad.
Once again, was an integral part of the road to the championship last year, looking to help them out again here. And the first pitch, always a good sign when the very first pitch is a strike, and that one was on the outside part of the plate. 0-1.
Mount Vista hitting is not the only dangerous part about this team, as the pitchers also have a combined ERA of 2.26 average.
Josh Hajnowski steps up to the plate, and he now is ahead in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike.
He is hitting .321 on the year with 28 at-bats.
That ball is popped up. Aiden Smith looks to be camped under it. Calls off Burke and makes the catch. 1 down for Ben Cole.
Ben Cole coming into this game, really just pitching great. Throwing nothing but great pitches. He had, 1 ball so far? 2 balls?
Matt Hamilton, another lefty, steps up to the plate for the Grandview Wolves. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 from Cole. Hits his bat, it looks like, and it will be counted as a foul ball. And the count should even out 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Curveball is going to go outside, and it's 2-1.
That's a vicious curveball there by Ben Cole. That one
Had
dropping a lot.
A lot of movement, but not in the right spot of the plate. Not on the plate at all. Fastball is going to get in there, and the count evens at 2-2.
Ben Cole can get that one under that curveball under control, that's going to be quite the
Quite the good combination of pitches for him.
yes.
Called strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. Great fastball then from Ben Cole. Just threw two of the same pitches, both taken by Matt Hamilton.
Was that a backwards K?
That
No.
was a backwards
No,
K. That was a
foul
backwards
tip.
K. He didn't swing at it, so it
Oh,
was a
that's true.
backwards K.
Backwards K.
Ty Chapman, the leadoff hitter, coming up to the plate for the Grandview Wolves. He was hit by a pitch's first at bat and they had an RBI single last time up at the plate. Fouls off the first pitch. Count is 0-1. Count evens at 1-1 to Ty Chapman.
2 outs in the inning.
Pitch is down low in the appeal, and he did not go around, so count is 2-1. And that ball is drilled towards Aragon, who will take it off of one bounce. And another 2-out single for Ty Chapman. Ty Chapman so far today has 2 singles along with a hit by pitch. So he's having a good day for his team. He's going to need his 2-hole hitter, Isaac Smith, to step up big here. Left on left matchup, so the advantage goes to the pitcher, Ben Cole, here. As the ball naturally will travel away from the batter.
This game's been the closest game Mountain Vista has had in a long time. Last closest game that they had was actually the first game against Chatfield. That was a 9-8 win, but really haven't had any other close games since then, except for their losses.
It will be interesting to see how Mountain Vista can deal with this, since they're not used to having to actually play hard through the end of the game for all 7 innings. Because usually they have been known for blowing out their opponents. But this is anything but a blowout. This is still anybody's game, and let's see what Grandview can do with this now. Isaac Smith has an 0-1 count. That ball is a hanging curveball that has popped up. Matt Klein making a run for it. Not able to make the play, I don't believe. It stayed in the field, but he was not able to make the catch.
That one looks like it just got a little bit too close to the fence there. Not feeling comfortable running into the fence.
Mm-hmm.
It's understandable. No harm, no foul.
As it was a foul ball.
Still 2 strikes, though, on the hitter, on Isaac Smith.
Here's the 0-2 from Cole. That ball is up the middle. Zakhoff going back, still going back, and makes the catch on the run at the edge of the warning track. Looked to be a very well hit ball. Kept on carrying, but Zakhoff once again judges that ball really well and is able to make the catch and get the Golden Eagles out of this inning. So another scoreless inning for the Golden Eagles pitchers. They still lead 4-3, and we'll be back for the bottom of the 4th. We're here for the home half of the 4th inning with Matt Klein leading it off for the Golden Eagles. The third baseman, number 17, looking to get on base for them. Possibly get a couple more runs on the board for insurance. Lippold has looked nearly unhittable so far in his 1 1/3 innings pitched. So the outing so far, Nolan Biaggi goes a total of 1 2/3 innings, allows 4 runs. All 4 of them will be earned runs. And so far, Garrett Lippold has 1 1/3 innings under him with no hits and no runs allowed. And 3 strikeouts, I believe. So Garrett Lippold has been looking very strong here. Let's see what the Golden Eagle hitters can do to adjust. The pitch is once again outside and low, and it is now 3-0. We'll see if Matt Klein has a green light here or not. And he does not, and it is now 3-1. And that ball is down the left field line, but foul. And that ball is on the ground to short. And the play is made by Ty Chapman. Once again, this Golden Eagle lineup struggling to get a hold of Garrett Lippold. Let's see if the junior Aiden Smith can fare any different.
Now batting for Mountain Vista, second baseman number 8, Aiden Smith.
Swing and a miss from Aiden Smith. Strike 1.
Whammy call. Whammy.
Here's the 0-1. Outside. Count evens at 1-1. And that ball is drilled in the gap between the shortstop and third baseman. And a 1-out base hit, the first hit of the Golden Eagles against Garrett Lippold. And this is Aiden Smith, a guy who's known for getting on base. Not a power hitter, but just a very good timely hitter and gets on base all the time. Exactly what they needed here. And now it's Zach Hoff's turn.
Aiden Smith, one of the contenders for the Mountain Vista race to as many stolen bases as possible. We'll see if third base coach sends him here.
Higgins does send him, and that ball is popped up foul. And that lands right above us. A little bit scary. I thought I was going to die there, but we're still here.
Hallelujah for roofs.
So something you can expect here if you are Aiden Smith and third base coach Zach Higgins is possibly a pitch out, as we have seen Grandview pitch out a couple of times here. And as Aiden Smith was moving on the last try, I wouldn't be surprised. But instead it is a pickoff attempt. Aiden Smith is back in no time.
Lippold got a great move down to first base.
Really quick move for right-hander,
Very
something you
quick.
don't see too often, but didn't fool Aiden Smith there.
That's going to make Aiden Smith go a little bit closer, knowing that he
And there's
has
another pickoff, and once again back in time is Aiden Smith. But that is a good move for a right-hander, we can say.
Yeah, Aiden Smith's not more than, 5 or 6 feet away from the bag, and he's almost getting him there.
Well, there he's off again, and that ball's drilled up the middle and caught by the center fielder. A little deke there by shortstop Ty Chapman, which leads to an inning-ending double play. Unfortunate there for the Golden Eagles, but if you would look closely on the replay, you see Ty Chapman deke Aiden Smith at second base, pretending to turn a double play. And Aiden Smith runs all the way through the bag before realizing that the ball was caught out in center field by Amari Smith. Nevertheless, the Golden Eagles still lead 4-3 after 4 innings. We'll be back for the 5th. And we are back for the top half of the 5th inning here. Ben Cole remaining on the mound had a pretty solid 4th inning there after Mejia had a little bit of a shaky outing but pulled it together. Let's see if Ben Cole can keep it going.
Ben Cole had a backwards K last inning.
Up to the plate will be the catcher, Tony Castangwe, and he takes strike 1 from Ben Cole. The pitch swung on and missed, and Ben Cole looking just as sharp as ever, and the count is 0-2. A ball fouled off over the Grandview crowd. And the count remains 0-2 on Tony Castangwe. Ben Cole working pretty quickly. And that ball is driven into right field, but right at Clay Burke, who didn't even have to take a step to make that catch. But he does, and there was one quick out here in the 1st inning.
Ben Cole, he really does have a fast pace, and that's kind of one of his unique features as a pitcher, is that he's always pitching really, really fast, which kind of pressures the hitter, and umpires usually not willing to give the players time, so really some fatigue there.
And the pitch, strike 1. Ben Cole has not thrown a ball yet this inning. Peter Goldie stepping into the plate. Cleanup hitter for Grandview. And there's the ball for Ben Cole. I jinxed him. My bad. Anyways, it's still 1-1.
Ben Cole having like a 10-second turnaround per pitch.
That ball is down the third baseline and fair. We've seen that hit happen multiple times. Aragon's up with it. The throw to second will be cut off by Drew Stahl. And holding at first base will be Peter Goldie. A good cut play from Mountain Vista, and instead of a 1-out double, Peter Goldie holds at first, and instead there's only a run on first base.
Really good cut there by Drew Stahl.
Almost threw him out at first base as well, but Peter Goldie was able to get back in time.
Goldie taking a generous lead at first.
Against a lefty can be a little bit risky, but it got Ben Cole's attention as he throws the first pitch in the dirt to Jade Martinez. That pitch is going to be outside. As you see Ben Cole consistently looking at Peter Goldie instead of focusing here on the batter, you got to think if that actually has gotten to him so far, as he had only thrown 1 ball until now, and now he's thrown 2 in a row.
Yeah, Goldie just instantly right back out there. And
that ball catches the outside part of the plate, and it's 2-1.
Goldie definitely getting in Cole's head.
Ben Cole's going to have to block that out here, so let's see if he can get out of this inning. And there's the pickoff attempt for Ben Cole. Back in plenty of time as Goldie.
Very slow pickoff attempt there.
Not trying to pick him off, just trying to keep him honest, get him back to the bag. And Peter Goldie takes off, but that's a fly ball to Aragon. Let's see if they get a taste of their own medicine. And that's going to drop, actually, right in between Drew Stahl and Alessandro Aragon. Not really miscommunication, but just little bit of misfortune there for the Golden Eagles. Now will go in as a base hit, and now Grandview Wolves are threatening with first and second, one out for Chris Bolifer.
Designated hitter, number 22, Chris Bolifor.
Ben Cole's really got to buckle down with this Golden Eagle team, try to maintain their lead that they have right now. That's a good first pitch. Catch the outside part of the plate, strike one.
Bolifer having 9 RBIs on the year. So, not too much of a RBI threat. However, any hitter on base with people on base is a threat.
That ball goes just outside, and the count is 1-1. The pitch, nice off-speed pitch there from Ben Cole. And out ahead of it is Bolifer, as had lots of good movement, and the count is now 1-2.
Caught him off guard there. He was just way
Definitely
out in
thinking
front of
fastball.
it. Yeah, way out in front of it, and he just, had a little bit of like a home run stance at the end, even though he swung and missed.
Great description. 1-2, he gets the fastball and pops it up. John Zackham backing up, has a long run over his head, and that's going to land fair. And Mount Vista will luckily get a force out at second base, as that dropped right in between three fielders. That's 2 straight plays where there's been a pop-up that has dropped in between multiple fielders.
However, Mountain Vista does get the force out at second base, being that it was a fair ball.
Jade Martinez was halfway in between first and second, expecting the ball to be caught and ready to get back to first base. However, the ball did drop in a very heads-up play there from Clay Burke, throwing him out at second base.
Amari Smith coming up to bat here.
However, Peter Goldie is able to advance to third, so there will be first and third with 2 outs here for Amari Smith. First pitch, and that's right back up the middle, and that has tied up this game by Amari Smith with a little fist. What is that called?
Just a little fist of excitement there.
Yep.
As he goes home and clears the benches for a RBI.
Nice RBI single, just a great piece of hitting. Just waited back on it and just slashed it right back up the middle, right past Ben Cole. Just like that, we have a 4-4 tie ball game here in the top half of the 5th inning.
And McGill will start throwing out in the pin.
Evan McGill back out to the bullpen here.
If Evan McGill.
Remember, Ben Cole had one quick out and he was rolling, and then all of a sudden the tides have turned once again now in favor of Grandview.
39.
We've got a pinch runner for the Grandview Wolves, and it is Tony Suss. Courtesy runner for Chris Bolifer.
Bringing a little bit of momentum into this Grandview team as the stands started to get a little more hype.
And now Josh Hajnowski going to come up to the plate for the Grandview Wolves. Trying to possibly take a lead here in the top half of the 5th inning. Mountain Vista once again only has had 1 run of scoring here and has been held scoreless the other 3 innings. So pretty confident, but that's just going to be a ground ball to Drew Stahl, who picks it up and gets him by half a step. Nice play by Drew Stahl. It almost hit the base runner, but does not, and Drew Stahl successfully makes the play. The Grandview back on the board, scores another run, and ties it here in the top half of the 5th inning. We will be back for the bottom of the 5th. Score is Grandview Wolves 4, Golden Eagles 4. And we are back here at Vista now for the bottom half of the 5th inning. The Golden Eagles and the Grandview Wolves are tied at 4 runs apiece. We have the top half of the Golden Eagles lineup coming up to play, leading off with the shortstop, number 6, Drew Stahl.
Now, being that the score is tied, Grandview has 11 hits on the day, while Mountain Vista only has a mere 3.
All of Mountain Vista's hits, of course, the biggest one that everybody remembers was the absolute moonshot by Clay Burke. However, all of their hits came in that 2nd inning where they scored their 4 runs. Grandview's hits have been very spread out in every single inning, but there is going to be the 4th hit of the game, and Drew Stahl up with the base hit right up the middle. Nice leadoff base hit, exactly what they needed, just pokes that ball up the middle. And now it's time for Grant McGill, who actually has 2 strikeouts today. Grant McGill not doing what he usually does, not producing for this team, but looking to turn it around here in this at-bat.
Grant McGill not having his best day, but you know what? He can bust out of it.
If he comes through here, nobody will remember the 2 strikeouts that came previous in this game, and everybody will just remember him for what he does, if he can contribute to this team now. Another pickoff, 2 straight pickoff attempts to the speedy Drew Stahl there at first base. He's already stolen a couple bags today.
Drew Stahl yet again with 27 stolen bases.
His team very aggressive on the base pass and definitely has caught the attention of Garrett Lippold. And that pitch is down low for ball 1 to Grant McGill. Third pickoff attempt there, and Drew Stahl once again back in plenty of time. Definitely in Garrett Lippold's head here, but once again, Lippold has been a very good pitcher so far here for Grandview, giving them exactly what they need. And Drew Stahl takes off right away. The throw beats him there, but it goes into center field. Drew Stahl's going to third base, and that was not a smart move by Drew Stahl, and he is thrown out at third base. Golden Eagle crowd not too happy about something at second base.
Oh, a little bit of a conflict going on here. Drew Stahl staying on the base.
I don't know if they're thinking that it was runner's interference or something, or it must have been obstruction, I believe. As Drew Stahl did come stumbling off of second base, which slowed him down, so he was thrown out at third base. Grandview coach coming on to have a discussion with the umpire, but Drew Stahl still staying there at third base. So let's see what the final decision is here. So Drew Stahl is called safe at third, as they called it obstruction on the shortstop, Ty Chapman. Grandview coach not happy about that, had a very heated discussion with the base umpire. And he's coming back out once again, and looks like they're going to move the infield in to try and cut the run at home. But anyways, Drew Stahl is safe at third base as obstruction was called. The controversial call. A pickoff attempt, but nobody is there. However, the pitcher was forced to throw the ball, or it would have been a balk.
Drew Stahl did get the stolen base there, however. So that'll
The pitch to McGill, and that is popped up. And that is going to get all the way out into center field. Drew Stahl tagging up and completely airmailed by the center fielder Amari Smith. But anyways, nice piece of hitting there from Grant McGill. He and Drew Stahl have a little bit of a celebration as the Golden Eagles are back in the lead.
Grandview fans not happy with that at all.
They still believe that
Booing.
Drew Stahl should have been out at third base and the run should not have scored. However, it does anyways, and Grandview once again find themselves down by 1 run.
No need to get upset, however, because there are still 2 innings left in this baseball game,
There
so
indeed
plenty
are.
of time.
Here comes Sam Ireland for Golden Eagles trying to add on to their lead here. First pitch is going to tail out, ball 1.
That was a great throw by Amari.
It
However,
was
just
air-mailed.
off target.
And that ball is lifted in the air to left field. Isaac Smith is under it and makes the catch. 2 down.
Zackham coming up to the plate here. In first inning, he flied out. In the third inning, he struck out. So not having a great game today, but it'll turn around. You just gotta believe. You just gotta believe.
You're a wonderful singer. Don't let anybody tell you differently. All right, John Zackham stepping up to the plate. Take strike 1. Looks like he wanted to swing. Not too happy with himself that he did not take a hack at that pitch and let it go. Nevertheless, the count is 0-1.
Zackham's going to try and start a 2-out rally here for Mountain Vista.
That ball is fouled right back to the screen. Pitcher threw his hat right off of his head because of the torque.
Very torquey out there.
All right, we should stop talking. And that pitch, I don't know what to say about that. Way up and out, above the catcher, above everybody out of this planet, but
We thought Amari airmailed it. Well,
nothing compared to
Just
that by
in.
Lippold. Count is 1-2.
however, he gets right back into this game. A little bit low, but still.
2-2 is the count.
A lot of 2s up there on the scoreboard. 2-2-2.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Once again, up high, and the count is full.
Lippold's looking like he's getting a little bit tired. Nothing in the Grandview bullpen yet. However, every time I have said that, a player has gone.
And
to
that
the bullpen.
pitch, that looked to be way outside. And Zackham and the Golden Eagle crowd not happy about that, but called strike 3, and that will bring an end to the 5th inning. But Mountain Vista once again regains the lead off a very controversial call there on the stolen base by Drew Stahl, but obstruction was called, and a sac fly by Grant McGill gives Mountain Vista a 5-4 lead heading into the 6th inning. And we are back here at All City Stadium for the top of the 6th inning. Pinch hitter for Grandview, and it will be Reese Chapman. Ben Cole staying out there on the mound for the Golden Eagles. First pitch is a curveball that drops in there for strike 1. Once again, out ahead in the count. The second pitch, curveball, which catches the outside part of the plate, and the count is now 0-2. You don't... Curveball, and that ball is demolished into right field, and that's fair down the right field line. That's going to be extra bases. Chapman has a double. Once again, that's that hanging curveball that no pitcher wants to throw on a 2-strike count, but he still throws it, and Chapman made him pay as that ball is drilled.
Here goes the momentum for the Grandview team, as all of the fans are very excited about that play right there.
Ty Chapman, same last names, probably brothers or something, but we're back to top half of the lineup for the Grandview Wolves.
Ty Chapman, last 2 at-bats.
And he lays down a
singles.
bunt down the third base line, but that is going to go foul. Looked to have the Golden Eagles maybe caught off guard a little bit, but was not able to keep the bunt fair. Sorry, what were you saying?
I was saying that Ty Chapman last inning had a single. Sorry, 2 innings ago he had a single, and then in the second he had an RBI single, and then his very first at bat of this game he had a hit by pitch.
So Ty Chapman having a good game so far. A base hit would once again tie up this game for Grandview, which I guarantee you would get the crowd and entire team hyped up. So let's see if their hottest hitter so far can keep it going. The count is 0-1. They want to pick off, but completely read by Reese Chapman, and he's back in plenty of time.
Becoming a little bit more cloudy here in Denver.
Weather report part 2.
Hey, you know I'm the weatherman here.
Yes, sir. Here's the 0-1 pitch. He's showing bunt again and gets it down. Ben Cole bobbles it, still throws to first low, but picked up by Aiden Smith. Ty Chapman was fast and made that really close play there at first base, which I was not expecting. He's able to beat it out and advances the runner to the third. So a nice sacrifice bunt. So Isaac Smith now has a chance to tie up this game by putting the ball in play.
Here's your 6th inning weather report. It is currently 72 degrees. Ridiculous.
Considering it's been cloudy and raining the entire week, it's nice.
First day of summer break for
Well,
this
we
Mountain
had
Vista
school
team.
today, so technically not. But
Well, I mean, it's whatever.
all right, we're broadcasting a game. First pitch is outside for ball 1.
Focus, focus, focus.
And that ball is fouled off. Back behind us, 1-1. The main goal of Isaac Smith here should just be get the ball to the outfield. Mountain Vista is playing first and third in, but the rest of their infield seems to be at normal depth. So not necessarily looking to cut the run. So really it's up to Isaac Smith just to get the ball in play and on the ground possibly. That ball is outside barely. Mountain Vista crowd thought that could clip the outside part of the plate, but it did not, and the count is 2-1.
Last inning, Isaac Smith had a flied out in center field.
Swung on and missed, so Ben Cole's 1 strike away from getting the possible tying run here, who's at the plate.
Yeah, really catching him off guard here with these off-speed pitches.
So let's see what pitch he throws here with a 2-2 count ahead of the batter here. Fastball catches the outside part of the plate. Backwards K for Ben Cole. Isaac Smith walking back with his head down, knows that he just lost their best opportunity to tie up this game once again. However, hope is not lost for Grandview, as now is in the hands of Tony Castangwe.
Last inning, Tony Castangwe had a fly out. And now coming up to the plate with Ty Chapman. Nope, that's not Ty Chapman. That is
Reese Chapman.
Reese Chapman. Reese Chapman currently on third, so he's in.
And that ball's drilled into left field over the outstretched hands of Drew Stahl, and this game is tied up once again. The Grandview dugout, very excited. Everybody coming out to greet Reese Chapman, who just scored, and we are tied up again at 5 runs apiece. So the strikeout by Isaac Smith does not matter as a 3-hole hitter comes through for Grandview. So we are going to have a very interesting game here in this last 2 innings here to see if that will be enough or we'll just have to go to extras. But Peter Goldie coming up to the plate, and Ben Cole's going to stay out there. Evan McGill, I believe, still warming up in the Golden Eagles bullpen.
Nothing beats extra inning baseball here.
Ben Cole's first pitch, strike 1. I believe if Ben Cole gets into any more trouble, they won't hesitate in bringing in the sophomore sensation, Evan McGill.
It's really good to see both of the McGills really just talented players. Evan McGill, great pitcher. Grant McGill, great catcher. So
And a very lackadaisical swing, for lack of a better word, there from Peter Goldie. Not really looking like he wanted to do much with it. Not really sure what he was trying to do there. But anyways, it is now 0-2.
but both the McGills, when they go up, it's just brother to brother pitching. So they
And
really
the runner
kinda have
takes
that
off,
chemistry.
and that's going to get under the glove of Matt Klein. And there is going to be first and third with 2 outs here for Grandview. Let's see if they score that a base hit or an error.
It will be a
I
base hit.
believe they're going to keep that a base hit, although the play probably should have been made by Matt Klein. Just got that kind of in-between bounds, which any infielder can tell you that it's not an easy play to make. And I think that Coach Q has seen enough with Ben Cole, and he's most likely going to go to the sophomore Evan McGill now.
Does not look like it yet. He looks like he's just gone out to talk with him. Evan McGill still warming up in the bullpen.
Interesting, because usually when the head coach comes out, it's usually for a pitching change.
Just like he wants to go up to Ben Cole and say, hey, you got this one, calm down. You just get one more out and you'll be out of this inning here.
So just going back to that last play there on the ground ball into left field. Once again, that is one of those in-between bounces, which is really hard for an infielder to judge. They either have to attack it or wait back on it and take it off of the hop. However, it seemed like Matt Klein couldn't quite decide what to do and just kind of left it at that in-between bounce as it slipped right past him and into left field. And now Grandview with a very good chance to take the lead here with the bat in the hands of Jade Martinez, who's 1 for 2 so far today with a base hit.
If Mountain Vista or Grandview loses this game, it's not the end of the world. This tournament is a double elimination tournament, so they will be going to play the winner of the first round loss teams. So that would
First
be
pitch catches the bottom of the plate.
So the winner
Strike one. Don't. And the runner, and trick play attempted there from Grandview. It seems as though either Peter Goldie tripped up or fell on purpose. But anyways, Ben Cole not phased by it, just throws it home and gets the out at home no matter what. And the game remains tied here as we are about to enter the bottom half of the 6th inning. Gutsy call there from the Grandview coach to try a trick play, but it does not work, and we are still tied. As we are preparing to enter the bottom half of the 6th inning, we just have a quick update from the 2019 bracket. Regis and Heritage both advanced in their first round to play each other here in the second round game, currently going on at All-Star Park. And the Regis Jesuit Raiders are beating Cherry Creek. My apologies, Cherry Creek actually upset Heritage 5-1 earlier. So Regis Jesuit is beating Cherry Creek with a score of 6-3 in the 5th inning currently. The winner of this game, going on in front of us, will play the winner of Cherry Creek versus Regis. But anyways, we are ready to resume action here in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
Garrett Lippold's still on the mound, so coach for Grandview still having a lot of trust in the pitcher.
Clay Burke, once again, their big guy who hit the home run to get this team going in the 2nd inning. Back up to the plate now.
Clay Burke last at bat had a strikeout though, so home run had him a little bit off guard, but We'll see what happens this at bat.
That pitch seemed to be outside, but called a strike. As you can see the emotion on Clay Burke, as well as many of the Mountain Vista fans and players, so they were not happy with that call at all. And that pitch will be way outside and called outside, rightfully so. Count evens at 1-1. Clayburg way out ahead of that off-speed pitch. Wonderful pitch there from Garrett Lippold. You think that they might have gotten like a better hang of him by now, but still seems to be as filthy as before.
Curveball's just getting to this Mountain Vista team.
Pitch will be outside. The Grandview crowd thought that they had him, not called a strike, and the count evens at 2-2. I believe that was also outside, and the right call was made by the umpire. Grandview crowd disagreeing with that. That pitch is fouled off down the right field line.
Clay Burke gonna battle with this one off with Lippold.
Here's the 2-2 to Clay Burke. Curveball. Once again, the Grandview crowd not happy, but that ball stayed up high. That might have actually been a strike. It looked to be very close, but once again, just called up high, and the count is now full.
Few Surrender Cobras out there in the Grandview team. If you don't know what Surrender Cobras is, it's the 2 arms on the head. Surrender Cobra. It's the, oh my gosh, what just happened?
Clay Burke taking his time getting back into the plate. Looks like Garrett Lippold wanted a new ball.
Full count here.
And here's the payoff pitch.
Oh.
Swung on, and that is going to be caught by the center fielder, Amari Smith. Looked to hang up in the air for a long time. At first off the bat, it looked like that would be trouble right in between the outfield and infield, but carried just enough for Amari Smith to get there and make a rather easy-looking catch.
Aragon coming up to bat here. He's had kind of a rough season. Not really hitting very well, hitting 183 like I said before, and last at bat flying out. So
Aragon is 0 for 2 today. First pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Down in the dirt, 1-1. Nice pick by the catcher, although it really didn't matter because there's nobody on base. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike to Alessandro Aragon. That ball way outside, 2-1.
it looks like we do have a player out in the bullpen warming up. And we will have a base hit there for Aragon, so he's going to get himself start off on the right foot here.
Nice line shot there from Alessandro Aragon, just completely all over that pitch and just drives it past the third baseman. And we have a 1-out base hit for Alessandro Aragon for Matt Klein now. Matt Klein last time was a little bit ahead of an off-speed pitch, reached out for it and ended up popping it up to the right fielder. Let's see if he can make that adjustment now. A pickoff attempt and back in plenty of time is Aragon, and the first baseman steps right over him. Looked to be a little bit interesting there, but nothing comes of it.
It's baseball. Weird stuff happens.
Let's quote that. First pitch to Matt Klein is a strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-1. Another pickoff attempt there, and back once again is Alessandro Aragon, who's not a major threat on the base, but we've seen how aggressive this Mountain Vista Golden Eagle team has been on the base pass so far today. So just trying to keep him honest over there at first base. That ball is popped up. It looks to be slicing towards the right field line, but the catch is made by Jade Martinez, 2 away. It's the second time today that Matt Klein has popped up to Jade Martinez. Now it will be up to Aiden Smith to possibly give this team the lead again.
All of these balls in the outfield are quite difficult to catch because there has just been a sustained wind this entire game. So really messes with the balls out there.
First pitch to Aiden Smith is a ball. Another pickoff attempt to Aragon. We had a mini heart attack just then. We thought that our computer crashed, but it's all okay, and we are back. Another pickoff attempt, and Alessandro Aragon is back. That has been about 5 pickoff attempts so far.
Seems like Leopold really worrying a lot more about the Aragon there on first than the pitcher than the batter at the plate.
The pitch is catch to the outside part of the plate. Count is evens at 1-1. Quick pitch there, but outside, and it is now 2-1 to Aiden Smith.
Sun really gleaming brightly right now.
Another kind of soft pickoff attempt there. Not really attempting to get him, but just to keep him honest once again.
I'm just a fan booing that one.
That pitch is fouled back. Here comes a 2-2. It's a hanging curveball that Aiden Smith lines right at the shortstop, Ty Chapman. And we are still tied here after 6 innings at 5 runs apiece. So this is going to be an interesting one, folks. As we head to the 7th inning, the score, the Grandview Wolves 5, the Mountain Vista Golden Eagles 5. We'll be back soon. And we are back from All City Stadium here as we are entering the top half of the 7th inning with a tie ball game between the Mountain Vista Golden Eagles and the Grandview Wolves.
Q trusting his pitcher, that is Ben Cole, keeping him on the mound after the little bit of a rough inning that he had.
And that's going to be a line drive right to Aiden Smith. Very calm in making that catch. And just basically stands there and lets the ball fall right into his glove. 1 pitch, 1 out for Ben Cole here in the top half of the 7th inning.
That's good. Even though Ben Cole not pitching his best today, the Mountain Vista defense still got his back, still kind of helping him out along the way.
Chris Bolifer coming up to the plate for the Wolves.
Last at bat, Bolifer had a single.
First pitch seemed to be more of a changeup as it took a very long time to get to the plate and is called for strike 1. And that ball he's out ahead of it once again. 0-2.
Doesn't matter.
Here's the 0-2, and that's the curveball. Swung on and missed. And they'll throw it around the infield.
Bulfer's going to do a little bit of a trot there as, oh, wow, that just kind of happened. Up to bat now is going to be Amari Smith, last at bat. He, I believe, got out on a nice play to first base.
Ben Cole so far has looked pretty strong here to start off the 7th inning with 2 pretty quick outs. So let's see if he can get Amari Smith just as quick.
He's going to step off.
Players taking their time here as this game has come down to the 7th inning in a tie ball game.
Mountain Vista does have the advantage with that.
Swung on and missed on the first pitch for strike 1. There's nothing better than playoff baseball when it's tied up into the 7th inning.
Nothing beats it.
Except for extra innings.
Except for extra innings. Or, well, I guess Major League Baseball. But that's besides the fact.
That ball is down low. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike to Amari Smith. Once again, down and in. The ball count is now 2-1. Both crowds getting into it a little bit here in the 7th inning. Mountain Vista still has somebody warming up in their bullpen. I believe it still is Evan McGill.
Yes, sir.
And Grandview's also somebody up in their bullpen. I can't quite see who it is right now.
Amari's really got a chance here.
3-1, and it's inside for ball 4. So probably not what Ben Cole wanted after getting 2 quick outs, letting the leading run get on base. But now it will be up to the third baseman, Josh Hudjanowski.
He's sending a little signal down to the bullpen. Maybe
So
that.
most likely this will be Ben Cole's last batter.
Yes.
So hopefully we can get out of this inning with him. But if the inning continues, then they will most likely hand the ball off to the sophomore. Good first pitch there on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Ben Cole really been getting ahead of these hitters, but then struggling to get that third strike.
A very large lead there at first base for Amari Smith. And there's a slow pickoff attempt just to keep him honest. John Zackham had to do a little bit of work to get to that ball and stop it from getting into right field, but he's able to get there.
Ben Cole just looking a little bit sluggish here on the bump. Just kind of tossing that one to.
And that ball is drilled to left center field. Zackhoff, a long run back. And that's out of here. My goodness, what a turn of events. And this Grandview team is hyped up. Josh Hudjanowski absolutely smokes that ball.
That was a 380 fence that he just bombed that one over. And I think Q's going to call that one, yep. And he definitely is going to call that one, call Evan McGill.
I believe that Q made a mistake in leaving him out there. Probably should have given the ball to Evan McGill one batter earlier. But now Mountain Vista is in a 7-5 hole here. That is a massive hit for Josh Hudjanowski. Most likely one of the biggest hits of his life here in the 7th inning of a playoff baseball game. Absolutely smoking the ball off of the lefty.
And Grant McGill's
Ben Cole still going to get applaud from his crowd as he did throw 3 solid innings out here.
Oh, and he's going to throw his glove down. He's not happy about his performance here. But you know what? It's baseball. He's going to go walk out to the bullpen and get a drink and calm himself down. But you know what? Evan McGill's going to come into this game. Sophomore, pitching really great this year.
And we will be back when this game resumes. And we are back here in the top half of the seventh inning as the tides have turned now in favor of Grandview after the 2-run home run by Josh Janowski. The pitcher for the Golden Eagles will be the sophomore Evan McGill. Reese Chapman will stay in the game for the Grandview Wolves as he had a base hit earlier in this ball game.
And that is actually Josh Hodjanowski's first home run this year.
What a time for that. First home run, playoff baseball, 7th inning tie game. That's got to feel good for him.
Yes, for sure. Evan McGill, pitching .88 ERA.
He has 9 appearances.
9 appearances. Wow. So he's been pitching really good this year.
And that ball is drilled down the right field line, and that's going to be another extra base hit for Reese Chapman, who's 2 for 2 today. He's going 3, and no, he's going to get the red light. Did they get him? They got him!
Wow! He's going to get the third out there.
Took a hard round across second base, and smart play by Drew Stahl, able to get back to the base. We see over here, it's down the right field corner. It takes Clay Burke a while to get to it, but he takes a great relay there from Clay Burke. Takes a little too hard of a turn, and Drew Stahl with the heads-up play gets by and applies the tag.
That's
as we head now to the bottom half of the 7th inning, Mountain Vista is down by 2 runs. They have 3 outs to try and tie this game and take the lead. We will be back soon. And we're back here with the bottom half of the 7th inning here at All City Stadium. The Golden Eagles all of a sudden are in a 7-5 hole. They have Zach Hoff leading them off here, and then they will hit the top of the order.
Few rally caps coming out there as this Mountain Vista cheers really want to get this going.
And a strike on the inside part of the plate here to Zach Hoff. Garrett Lippold remaining at pitcher here, trying to complete this game for the Grandview Wolves, which have battled this whole game. They've been losing for the majority of it, but now they're riding a 7-5 lead here into the bottom half of the 7th inning. 1-1 pitch, and that is a weak ground ball by Zach Hoff. One quick out for Garrett Lippold, and this Grandview crowd is sensing the end of this one coming soon.
Yeah, Grandview really getting into this game now. However, Lippold has been pitching for a good amount of innings, so at some point this inning we might see his arm just get really fatigued, and he may have to come out. These Mountain Vista hitters may hit him.
But we're back to the top of the Mountain Vista order. Strike 1 to Drew Stahl, and the count is 0-1. And that ball is popped up, but it will go out of play. As again, the loser of this game, it's not the end for them. It is double elimination, but they will have a much harder path to get to the finals of this state championship bracket.
I believe it is Rocky Mountain versus Legacy, and the winner of that game will play the loser of this game.
And that ball is drilled out to center field by Drew Stahl. It's going, and that ball's out of here by Drew Stahl, and that has this Mountain Vista team right back in the game. Same exact spot as Josh Janowski hit that. This time it is for the men in black. And Mountain Vista is within 1.
And let's take a look at that replay there. Drew just crushing that ball right over the 380 fence. So that's another deep bomb. That'll be his second one of today. So that's really big for Drew.
And now the bat is handed off to the catcher, the 3-hole hitter, Grant McGill.
Grant McGill
takes
having a
strike
rough day.
1. Mountain Vista crowd not happy with that call on the inside part of the plate, but anyways, it was called strike one. Grant McGill's down 0-1. That ball is fouled off, and it's quick 2 strikes for Garrett Lippold.
Grant McGill 0 for 3 this game.
Definitely just looking to get on base, get Sam Ireland a chance where he doesn't need to hit a home run to tie this game. Just looking for a base hit here for Grant. And he fouls that one off right off the catcher's mask and bounces way over the backstop. The umpire looking to get a new fresh set of balls, it looks like. Or, yeah. Giving Grant McGill a little bit of time to breathe, collect himself, and hopefully come through for this Golden Eagle team.
That home run really quieted the Grandview stands, and Mount Vista stands a lot more hype.
Something that can really get them going is really a base hit here, and they know that it's right within reach. Grant McGill, this is a very important at-bat right now. That pitch is outside and low, and it count evens at 2-2.
Now you're starting to see some of that fatigue that we were talking about earlier with Lippold. He's been pitching for 3 or 4 innings now, and he's really starting to get fatigued out there on the bump.
Grant McGill laying off that pitch high. It looked like he was about to chase it, but does a great job laying off, and my fault. Now the count is full.
So, oh no, 2-2.
2-2. I am sorry. The scoreboard was off, but the count is 2-2.
Lippold.
And that ball is inside, almost hits McGill, and it is now a full count.
Lippold getting himself into a rut here as he had an 0-2 count to
This
start
is possibly one of the biggest pitches of the game so far. Full count to Grant McGill with the Golden Eagles down by 1 run in the bottom of the 7th. Ball 4, down low. The tying run is on base for the Golden Eagles with the winning run up to the plate in their best hitter, Sam Ireland.
1 out still.
1 out in
Ireland,
this game.
I believe he had a. You know what? It's whatever. Last inning he got a
The other
fly
innings
out.
does not matter at all. Everything that matters is down to this at-bat right now. Sam Ireland, possibly the best player in the state. There's nobody else that Q would want the bat in the hands of at this moment right now besides Sam Ireland.
Down 1, and Sam Ireland's just gonna try and get this one in
Extra
play.
base hit ties this game again. First pitch, off-speed pitch is going to tail out wide. Ball 1. As you were talking about, possibly a little bit of fatigue here showing on Garrett Lippold, but there's still nobody in the bullpen for the Grandview Wolves. And a pickoff, and Grant McGill is back in plenty of time.
Yeah, I'm surprised. No bullpen yet.
They're trusting Garrett Lippold to get through the game.
Oh, now there is a bullpen. Excuse me.
And that ball is a hanging curveball, which Sam Ireland leaves alone. Count evens out 1-1.
There was a great big awe there from Mount Vista crowd. Really saw that one and wanted him to kill it, but
apparently Sam Ireland did not want that one.
thought otherwise.
Another pickoff, and McGill's back in plenty of time. Folks, this is what it's all about. There's nothing better right now.
Nothing better. Nothing beats it.
When Grant McGill's taking his lead, a pickoff attempt by Garrett Lippold, trying to get him tripped up in his shoes, but no problem for Grant McGill. He's back.
Lippold really focusing on Grant McGill there on first base.
You might want to focus on the batter if you're Lippold, as he is the best in the state. But that is fouled off, and now he is ahead in the count 1-2. But once again, he was 0-2 to Grant McGill and ended up walking him. So anything can happen in this sport. Let's see what Sam Ireland can do here.
The spire out at DU's glistening gold, which is the Mountain Vista color. So
Another pickoff attempt by Lippold. And it seems like the Golden Eagle crowd are getting a little bit sick of seeing their players having to constantly dive back into first base.
I think this might be a little bit of stalling from Lippold trying to get
And that ball is chopped foul.
a little bit of stalling from Lippold trying to give his pitcher enough time in the bullpen to get warm. So
I think it's more just for him to collect himself more than anything else right
a little
now.
bit of both. You see that in the majors a lot.
Anyways, here's the 1-2 count to Sam Ireland. This has gone interesting. Another pickoff attempt. The Golden Eagle dugout still heads completely in the game, shouting back to help out their teammate, which apparently didn't need any help. Trying to quick pitch, and Sam Ireland going to pop it up, and that's going to go out of play. Sam Ireland stays alive at the plate. continues to battle.
Every pitch that Leopold has thrown has just been battled off by Ireland. So it's really making Leopold feel a lot of that fatigue now, that every pitch he's thrown, Ireland has fouled off. So really kind of interesting to see Ireland kind of get into the head, and Grant kind of get into the head of Leopold.
So let's see if they can hold this off. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Curveball that is drilled to left field, but it is going to stay in play. And the catch is made by Isaac Smith, and the Golden Eagles are down to the final out of this game. That ball looked to be hit very well off the bat of Sam Ireland, but stayed in play and it was judged very well out there in left field. And the Golden Eagles' last out is in the hands of John Zackham.
John Zackham having a rough game, 0 for 3, but is it time for the tides to turn when his team needs him the most?
It is a cleanup hitter and another pickoff attempt to first base. Cleanup hitters are meant for this. Come through when their team needs it. Let's see if John Zackham is able to do just that.
A lot of this Mountain Vista team is seniors, are seniors, and
the pitch, curveball is going to clip the bottom half of the plate for strike one.
Grandview team right back in this game now. So it seems like every time that one side's in, one side's out. So
Tides just keep on switching. That ball is up and out. Count evens a 1-1.
Grant McGill getting really aggressive with his leads here.
But he's drawing a lot of attention from the pitcher also, which is taking attention away from the batter at home.
Sun comes up.
And a pickoff goes out.
Wind shifting directions now.
Funny you notice that.
I know. Weatherman here. That's all I'm good for.
The pitch. Down low, an off-speed pitch. You saw the movement on the ball from the start and lets it go and drop into the dirt. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike.
Mountain Vista, not bullpen. Wow, I can talk. Bench, really, just they're all
and
up
that
on
ball
the side
is
of the bench.
Up and out and is 3-1. And the catcher, Tony Castangwe, is going to go and have a word with his pitcher. Clay Burke is on deck. Once again, he had the moonshot for the Golden Eagles, one of their 2 home runs of today's game.
It's pretty outstanding to hear one of the 2 home runs in high school baseball.
Yes, it is. So it'll be interesting to see what John Zackham does here. Does he have the green light to swing away, or is he going to take? And he takes down low, and the winning run is now on first base for the Golden Eagles with that tying run, the crucial tying run on second base now. A base hit ties this game, and there will be a coaching visit. We are all shaking right now. There's no telling what's going to happen here in this next 5 minutes of this game. But anyways, we will be back after the coaching visit. And we are back here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Mountain Vista Golden Eagles down by 1 run, but threatening with first and second. Clay Burke up at the plate here. First pitch, fakes the pickoff attempt and back to the bag.
Leopold is putting 90% of his attention right now on the lead runner, which is Graham McGill. And he really hasn't, compared to how many pickoffs he's attempted to throw, it really doesn't match what he's actually thrown to the plate, which is what really matters right now.
The pitch is outside for ball 1 to Clay Burke. On deck is Alessandro Aragon for the Golden Eagles, who had a base hit his last at-bat. But anyways, what matters right now is Clay Burke. Pitch is up high. We have seen a lot. We haven't seen much control so far here from Garrett Lippold in this inning. He's already walked 2 batters, which are both on first and second right now, which resemble the tying and winning run. Here's a 2-0 to Clay Burke. Time called by Burke at the plate. He was taking a long look at his runner, and Burke just wanted to step out, catch his breath.
Graham McGill really tempting Leopold now as neither the shortstop or the second baseman really covering second base.
Here's the 2-0.
That was,
Down low, and it is 3-0.
wow, this is huge. The Grandview coach has got to be stressing out right now, but he looks like he's just all casual.
Imagine if this is a walk, what pressure comes to Alessandro Aragon?
I think that's huge. Even though Aragon's having a rough game, it doesn't matter. He still needs to come out here, even if he gets walked.
But right now, it's all on Clay Burke.
All on
The
Clay
pitch,
Burke.
and it's a 4-pitch walk, so the coach is going to go right back out, and looks like that is going to be the day for Garrett Lippold. He had an excellent game, 5 solid innings of work there. But it looks like that will be it, and we will have a new pitcher coming up to the mound just to face Alessandro Aragon. Wow, this is getting very intense.
A new pitcher that is coming up is Bushele. He has 6 appearances, 1 win, 1.75 ERA. So it seems like a pretty good pitcher, but we will all see as the bases are loaded for Alessandro Aragon.
And we are back here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. The pitcher is Bushele for the Wolves. He's riding a 1.75 ERA. This is possibly the most important at-bat of his career, as well as for Alessandro Aragon, as the score is 7-6 in favor of Grandview. However, Mountain Vista, with 2 outs, has the bases loaded. Now, everybody knows that it's every kid's dream to hit a walk-off in the bottom of the 7th inning for high school ball with the bases loaded. Now, let's see if Alessandro Aragon can make that dream come true, which I'm sure he's also had. But here it is. It all comes down to this. Both crowds clapping on their own team, trying to will them to victory here. A base hit could very well end this game for Mountain Vista. So it's most likely that the game all comes down to the man at the plate right now, Alessandro Aragon. Here's the first pitch of the at-bat. Outside, ball 1. A walk here would also tie it and leave the winning run in the hand of the third baseman, Matt Klein.
Aragon's probably feeling the same pressure that we're feeling up here.
Probably
In fact,
more.
Probably a lot more.
A lot
as the bat
more.
is in his hands, not ours.
And that curveball gets the inside part of the plate. It looked to be a little bit inside to me, but
1-1.
yep. Nevertheless, the count is 1-1.
2 outs. Pressure is on. This is the part in the Rockies game where they start playing the intense music.
And that ball is low, 2-1. My heart is pounding out of my chest right now.
I'm over here, cool, calm, and collective. Hardly.
Here's a 2-1 to Aragon.
Oh, that one's good.
That's a fly ball to center. He's under it, and this game is over.
Well, really good out there for Grandview, as they are really hyper about this one. But no harm, no foul. Mountain Vista will go on to play another game.
And for those of you who remember last year, Mountain Vista was beat 8-1 in the first game of the season of the playoffs, and they went through the consolation bracket all the way to the championship and ended up winning the state championship. So this does not mean much. However, it makes a much tougher road for the number 1 seeded Mountain Vista Golden Eagles and much easier for Grandview.
So Mountain Vista will play tomorrow at 12 o'clock at All City Stadium against the winner of the Chaparral Heritage game.
Which most likely expected is Heritage. So that will be a very tough matchup. But nevertheless, thank you for tuning in to VistaNow. Final score from today is Grandview Wolves 7, the Mountain Vista Golden Eagles 6. We will see you next time.